Selamlar dostlar, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Bugün sizlerle birlikte Arılar ve Örümcekler animasyonunu izleyeceğiz. Bu animasyonda ne olacak tam olarak bilmiyorum çünkü hiç izlemedim. Sizlerle birlikte ilk defa izleyeceğim. Sadece ilk başını bir gördüm, yani altyazısını gördüm. Yani insanlar bizden neden nefret ediyor diyordu Örümcek. Herhalde nefret edilmeyle ilgili olacak. Bayağı izlenmiş bu arada animasyon, yani 34 milyon falan izlenmiş. Yani bayağı eğlenceli olacak galiba. Bu kadar izlendiyse bir şey vardır, yani bir olayı vardır diye düşünüyorum. O zaman hadi videoya geçelim. İyi seyirler. Evet, hemen kulaklığımı alıyorum. Bu arada bu tür videoların daha çok gelmesini istiyorsanız videoyu beğenebilirsiniz ve kanalıma abone olabilirsiniz. O zaman başlayalım.
Mommy, why do humans hate us?
I don't know, Matthew. Our species is completely harmless to them, and we keep the mosquito
Evet,
population
insanlar
down
örümceklerden nefret ediyor genelde.
humans every year than other humans do.
So humans have no rational reason to fear us, but they still do?
I'm afraid humans aren't that smart, Matthew.
İnsanlara laf atmayın.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed humans bite.
Love you, Mommy.
I love you too, Matthew.
Mom?
Bir insan yaptı
The
kesin.
hate that spiders get is a tad bit undeserved. Okay, fine, if you're in the shower and you see a spider crawling up your leg like a freaking pervert, then
Evet,
that's an
evet.
appropriate time to freak out. But other
Yani
than that, spiders are most likely not going to hurt you. Their webs are too weak to trap you, they don't know how to open doors, and there's only like a 50% chance that they're venomous.
%50 de kötü bir
for
ihtimal
real,
ama.
Unless you live in Australia, the chances of you dying by a spider bite is pretty low. There are venomous spiders, yes, and if you're having a negative reaction to a spider bite, then you should get treatment, but a large percentage of spiders are harmless. Even the black widow, known as the most venomous spider in North America, won't kill you if you're a healthy adult. Their bite will be painful for a couple of days, sure, but like, you'll
Bu
walk.
galiba korkuyu azaltmak için yapılmış bir animasyon.
Black widow spider, then don't walk it off. Go see a doctor.
And hey, if you're lucky enough, you'll get superpowers. So, wait, the two most dangerous spiders in North America are the brown recluse and the black widow? What are you trying to say about dangerous colors, America? Oh wait, the great white shark's even more dangerous. Never mind. Technically, sharks are like the
Yani ya.
most dangerous animal out
Köpek
there
balığı tabii
besides
ki daha
puppies,
tehlikeli.
because like they don't want to eat humans. I mean,
Evet,
like if
onlar
you had
iyi.
to fight a spider and a shark, this shark would win. Also, spiders kill pests. According to this comic I made in 2014 and this National Geographic article, a single spider can eat about 2,000 insects a year. So if you're not a fan of flies, moths, or mosquitoes, which incidentally kill 600,000 people a year, then you're on team spiders.
Aynen,
They're
sivrisinekler
also not
bayağı
fans of
insan
them.
öldürüyormuş,
Well, they are
şaka
fans of
maka.
them,
Virüs taşıyorlar
but
çünkü.
they are fans because they eat them. I'm not saying you have to be roommates with arachnids. I'm just saying that if you see a spider, don't put it through torture continuously smashing it with a blunt object. It's still moving, it's still moving. Kill.
Ya.
Instead, get a cup and carefully place it over a spider. They're really dumb, so doing this will be super easy. Then
Dışarı
scoop
çıkar
up your new
diyecek.
best friend with a piece of paper and yeet it back into the wild with the rest
Aynen,
of God's
mantıklı.
glorious creatures.
Öldürmekten daha iyi bir yol bence yani.
Yeah, actually, there's a high chance that they won't make it being thrown into a completely different environment. But they should have thought of that before they decided to live in my house.
Evet,
Even though a
öldürmekten
spider
iyidir.
has 8 eyes, they have terrible eyesight. So that spider that landed on your face did not do it intentionally. Some spiders that live in caves are completely blind. They don't even have one
Bu
eye.
videoyu izlemek
But
belki
even if
sizi
they
biraz
did have eyes,
kaşındırabilir.
your whole world would still be
Olabilir
blue.
yani.
What a sad life to be a part of. Just every time you're outside seeing the sun, just think that somewhere there's a colony of spiders just in pure blackness, just never seeing the sun, never seeing their children smile or graduate college. They're just sitting in a cave for
Evet,
all
çünkü
their
insan
life.
değiller.
So is nature, and that is the way the cookie crumbles. Also, we're forgetting the most amazing thing about spiders, which is that they're incredibly talented in web design.
Güzel yapıyorlar ya.
Proportionately, the silk that makes up a spider web is stronger than the fibers that make up a bulletproof vest. So next time you go to a gunfight, put on a spider web instead. The amazing thing about spider webs is that not only can they save Wilbur from being slaughtered, but it's just stupid incredible that something so small can make such an intricate shape from nothing but the material inside their
Dantel
own
gibi.
bodies. The golden silk orb weaver spider has too many middle names and has enough silk inside of them to make 3 full spider webs. And it's this guy's job to pin that spider
Ama
down
dışarıdayken
and
bazen
silk
yüzünüze
into
falan
the
yapışıyor ya, o
spider
hiç
predator.
hiç
It's
iyi
okay,
olmuyor
though.
gerçekten.
The documentary said he was just harmlessly immobilizing the spider. I can't believe this is someone's job. I don't think telling people I'm a YouTuber is that bad anymore. So, what do you do for a living? I harmlessly
YouTuber benim.
immobilize spiders with thumbtacks and pull silk out of their abdomen to add to my ever-increasing collection. What about you? Oh, I, make YouTube videos. I see people with arachnophobia being irrationally afraid of these harmless little guys, and I just don't see the sense of fearing something that ultimately does good things for the ecosystem. But you know what we should be afraid of? Bees! Bees are terrifying! Look, they're sucking the blood out of this guy to make honey!
Oha.
Oh, they're dying at an alarming rate? Good! Okay, that was
Türkiye'de galiba birisi bunun rekorunu kırmıştı. Üstüne gelen arının yani.
Not only do they have the best work ethic of any living thing on Earth, which is why none of them are YouTubers, they also pollinate 30% of the world's crops. Don't ask me who pollinates the rest, because I don't know. Without bees, humanity would turn to pure anarchy. Bees are
Arılar
so
olmasaydı
important
bal
that
olmaz.
world-famous comedian Jerry Seinfeld made a documentary about the life of a bee and what the world would be like without them. But ever since 2006, bees, just like all the memes say, have been dying at an alarming rate. The scary thing is that scientists don't know exactly the reason for this bee-apocalypse, but they think it has to do with new pesticides being used on farms, parasites that kill the bee, and global warming. So once we figure out how to fix those three problems, we'll be in good shape. It's just a little bee pun.
Çok
That kind of
komik.
fun around here. Now, what can you, a concerned citizen, do to stop the dropping population of bees? Most likely nothing, because I don't think anyone watching this makes laws about pesticides or stopping global warming. So we just gotta sit back and hope the people who make those laws know the importance of bees. But maybe you should plant a couple flowers just to be on the safe side. The reason I have a fear of bees is that I've gotten stung by a bee not 3 times, not 4 times, but 2 times. Two times. Now, obviously, as I've grown, I see the importance of bees.
Özellikle alerjisi olanların korkması gerekiyor bence. Çünkü öldürüyor yani harbiden.
Too close to a beehive because I got stung on my arm and I cried a lot. The second time I was in my backyard barefoot and I was walking around and you know how sometimes when you're about to do something and your brain realizes that you're about to make a mistake, but your body is already committed to the motion and you don't have enough time to stop yourself? So I was in the middle of taking a step and I saw that I was about to step on a bee, but my body didn't have the reaction time or the motor skills to avoid the step and...
Ayakta gidecek arada. Oh.
I'm sure the bee was just acting in self-defense, but man, that scarred me. Some people may have an allergic reaction to bee stings and they should go to a hospital if they get stung, but in my case, it just hurt a lot, and my mom put baking soda over where I got stung, and I cried. When people found out I was afraid of bees, they would always tell me that bees are docile creatures and they only sting you if they feel threatened. They would say the same thing about spiders too, by the way. So whenever I would see a bee, I would silently freak out and
Örümcek
stay as
sokmaz
still
ki,
as a rock,
ısırır.
because unlike spiders, with bees, you're not allowed to fight back. You'll both lose if that happens. I gotta show this bee how unthreatening I am. They should be able to just take a look at me and know that. But then when a bee lands on your arm, holy
O
frick,
sıkıntı.
that's true fear. You just have to quietly watch the bee, hoping it didn't just have a bad day and decide to end its life on you. That never happened, though. Ever since I took a more calm approach to bees, I've never been stung. And I've never been bitten by a spider, either. Wasps, though, they're just mean. They can pack up and leave for all I care. I don't give a crap about wasps. So, what did we learn?
Ne öğrendik?
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video about the spiders and the bees. I know it's kind of a weird topic,
Evet,
but
güzel
I've been
güzel
traumatized
yapmış,
by
harbiden
bees,
güzel
okay?
yapmış.
And I think spiders aren't as bad as the internet says they are.
Yani,
Me and my
evet.
merch guys are doing a raffle for the month of...
Güzeldi. Yani anlamlıydı video, bayağı ders vericiydi. Animasyon örümcekler ve arılardan aslında o kadar da çok korkmamamız gerektiğini anlatıyordu ve haklı da yani bence. Ama alerjiniz varsa arıdan uzak durun çünkü harbiden ölebilirsiniz. Ama örümcekler zararsız yani. %50'si zararsız diyor ama %50 de kötü bir oran bence. Yani çok iyi bir oran değil yani. Ama video güzeldi yani, anlamlıydı. Video bir de örümcekleri öldürmemeniz gerektiğini anlatıyordu. Yani dışarı koysanız daha mantıklı yani. Hem ölmüş olmaz hem de siz de korkunuzdan kurtulmuş olursunuz. Ben beğendim ya, animasyon gayet güzeldi. Umarım videoyu beğenmişsinizdir. Bu tür videoların daha çok gelmesini istiyorsanız videoyu beğenebilirsiniz ve kanalıma abone olabilirsiniz. Ve beni şuradan Instagram'dan takip ederseniz çok sevinirim. O zaman bir sonraki videolarda görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın.